investors, welcome to Stocks to Watch. I'm Ashley Berry, and today's interview is being disseminated on behalf of Precore Gold Corp, listed on the Canadian Securities Exchange as PRCG. This is a junior exploration company undergoing a significant strategic transformation, repositioning itself with a sharpened focus on high potential copper gold assets in Peru, gold exploration in Quebec, while strengthening its advisory board and consolidating 100% ownership of its Lac Big-Rush Project. And joining us today to talk all about this, break it down, is Paul Dumas, Executive Chairman of Precore Gold Corp. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Ashley.
Yes, and as I mentioned, big evolution of the company. You've undergone a massive transformation recently, rebranding, securing 100% of the Lac Big-Rush Project, as I mentioned, and bringing in some heavy-hitting advisors from the industry. If you could walk us through the story behind this pivot and the strategic rationale for building the Precore that we see today.
Yeah, I've been in the industry for a number of years now, for a couple of decades. When I started Precore, it was imperative for me to focus on the assets itself. The assets need to check all the boxes, location, jurisdiction, part of a mining camp. So we're looking for a portfolio of projects that offer a true discovery potential and some real opportunity for shareholder returns. So after looking through numerous amounts of properties, we stumbled across and managed to acquire two fantastic assets. One is the Arikepay Project, located in Southern Peru, and the other one is Lac Big-Rush, located in the Chibougamau mining camp of Quebec. So both properties are well located in Tier 1 jurisdictions with tremendous upside for discovery. I started the company, I wanted to create a company with good fundamentals, assets. Actually, these assets attracted some experienced and seasoned management. We've got some good boards, some good advisory teams with us. And Precore is only 12 months in the making right now, but has a great flagship, as I mentioned before, Arikepay, great management, good board with proven track record. So the next 12 months, we're looking forward to our exploration program.
And speaking of which, let's talk about Peru. You're launching your Maiden drill program at Arikepay in the first half of this year. Prolific mining region, but it definitely has seen its share of political and social noise. So you talk about your amazing team. Let's talk about how they're proactively managing community relations and permitting on the ground to really guarantee these drills start turning on schedule. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Thanks for that question, Ashley. I think it helps to demystify some of the landscape in Peru. Peru is the second largest copper producer globally. Mining makes up about 12% of the GDP. The exports is anywhere between 59 and 65%. So the country is very open to foreign investors and operators such as ourselves. So regardless of the political, party situation or whoever's at the helm, mining is such a crucial element, an economical element for the country that I believe will continue getting a support and development. From our perspective, Arikepay is well located in Arequipa in southern Peru. It's at about 1,200 meter elevation. So located in the prolific mining belt with several producers around us. We have Cerro Verde, which is the largest copper mine in Peru, owned by Freeport-McMoRan. We have Tia Maria, about 8 kilometers to the south of us, owned by Southern Peru. It's a jurisdiction that has known mines and operators, Tier 1 producers there. So the acceptability is relatively high there. We do our work in terms of getting people on the ground, making sure social acceptability is present. We do our outreach for them. Actually, since the beginning of January this year, we've rented a house in the nearby community, and we have our team on the ground there full time.
Yeah, I would have to imagine that those community relations are paramount to your success, and them welcoming the work there, jobs there, social responsibility, all of that. And it's great that you have a house there so that you're actually in the thick of it. It must be a beautiful terrain. I mean, I just love to hear about it a little bit.
It's a nice terrain. It's a vast terrain. It's pretty desertic area. You got the rolling hills. Like I mentioned, our property is not that high. It's an elevation of 1,200 meters. There's no forest. There's no grass, which is going to help us in terms of our permitting because there's different levels for permitting. We can get into that a bit later on. It's a great landscape there.
Yes, absolutely. And I'd like to know, Paul, what really excites you most about what it is you're doing right now and the position that you're in for the company?
The potential for discovery. I mean, this property itself has had over 13,000 meters of drilling in it and two different campaigns, one in 2012 and one in 2016-17. Obviously, the commodity prices back then were completely different than they are today.
Mm,
Today, they're very robust, as everybody knows. But some of the historical drilling that went on there, I mean, you're looking at 420 meters at 0.97 grams gold per
mm,
ton with some silver and copper. There's another section there which is more predominant copper mineralized, which some holes are 357 meters at 0.3% copper. So throughout these 13,000 meters of historical drilling, every hole hit mineralization.
mm.
It was mothballed. It was a distressed asset when we picked it up. We were lucky to pick it up. It's like a needle in the haystack. And some of the our advisors started looking at this potential of this property and looking at the gold content of it. And now that gold, is trading $4,000, $5,000 an ounce. This makes this asset really, really attractive. And the location, especially. I mean, that property we're surrounded to the north and to the south by Southern Peru.
Mm.
And most recently, after we acquired it, Freeport-McMoRan claim to the east of us. So very well located with some tier one producers surrounding our property.
And certainly appreciate the excitement around, we just want to start drilling. So I have to ask, from a macro perspective, as you mentioned, copper gold dominating the commodity headlines. Everybody knows that. But why do you believe right now specifically is the perfect time to be aggressively exploring for these specific metals?
Well, I mean, we see a bull run up on mostly all the commodities, but especially gold. There's a lot of instability globally right now. Even if gold pulls off $1,500 an ounce, you're looking at $3,500 an ounce. Makes it very attractive for producers and especially for juniors like us stumbling upon a discovery and potentially, having sufficient enough to either, package it up, sell it, or develop it.
And so, talking about timelines, where are you at with the permitting right now for our investors, potential investors watching and listening?
Yeah, we started permitting several months ago, and the permitting is a stack layer of permitting, which includes different sections. One is for an environmental section, one is for archaeology, one is for water.
Mhm.
And so we've pretty much completed all of the permitting aspect. We inherited some of the existing permits from the past drill programs. We're just updating it to reflect our drill program and where we're going to be locating our drill pads. The drill permit that we've applied for is for 2 years with a maximum drill pads of 20.
Hmm.
So once we enter into a phase one drill program, we could eventually move into a phase two, add some more platform and more area to cover. Keep in mind this, some of the historical drilling on this property, the drill collars were positioned between 300 and 500 meters apart, sometimes a kilometer apart. So what we want to do is go in, twin two of the best holes there and do 200-meter step outs. And, there's lots of potential to add volume of rock to this property.
Yeah, it sounds like proximity matters for sure. So, for those considering investing in the company, just learning about Precore Gold, what makes it a compelling investment opportunity right now, Paul?
I think when you go into an investment, you got to look at management, proven track record, which we have. There's people like Louis Gary P, 20 years experience within the industry, has had several discoveries underneath his belt. He's worked for 20 years in Peru. So I think management is key number one. Two is the potential of the asset and the location.
Mm.
I think is very important, which we have already. You got to consider the surrounding areas if you're in the mining camp, such as we are with Arikepay in Peru, and same with Lac Big-Rush. We have IAMGOLD that's surrounding us there. And what you need to look at, I think what the investor needs to take home is the capital structure. We have a very tight capital structure. We're only 12 months in the making, good brownfield flagship property, and we only have 32 million shares outstanding, of which management owns a good portion of it.
Mm. Impressive numbers and sounds like an impressive track record and, a lot in the pipeline for you, Paul. So thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you for joining us and for sharing the Precore Gold story. Anything else you'd like to add to our conversation?
No, just keep track of us because I think 2026 is going to be a fantastic year for us. We're going to have lots of news falling on the back of our drill program.
Yes, and speaking of keeping track, for those of you who want to learn more, you can visit the company's website at precoregold.com and, of course, follow them on the Canadian Securities Exchange under PRCG. This for all their latest exploration updates and, of course, corporate developments. Thank you again, Paul. Thank you so much for joining us. Paul Dumas, Executive Chairman of Precore Gold Corp.
Thank you very much for having me, Ashley.